Hello there everyone and welcome to the beautiful world of Mountain Blade 2. I'll be your host today, Johnny, as always, as I'm gonna show you a couple of reasons why you should buy Mountain Blade 2. And after putting in over 1,000 hours into Mountain Blade 2, I feel like I've seen almost everything this game has to offer. And trust me, that's a lot. Whether you're into commanding huge armies, managing a kingdom, exploring a medieval sandbox, or all of the above, Bannerlord delivers in ways that few other games do. And in this review I'll break down why you should consider picking it up, especially if you're into this type of strategy games with tons of replay value. If you decide to get Mountain Blade 2, I've linked a discount in the description below. You can grab it for about $29 through G2A. Alright, let's jump into what makes this game worth your time and possibly 1,000 hours of your life. And I'll go with number one and my favorite, massive battles with 1,000+ troops. Imagine leading 1,000 soldiers into the battlefield all clashing at once, and yes, it feels as epic as it sounds. The scale of the battles, it's one of the game's biggest selling points. You are not just watching it from the sidelines either. You are right in the thick of it, giving commands, charging into the enemies, or sniping enemies from afar with a bow or crossbow. The control you have is impressive. You can set different type of formations, issue orders, and adapt your strategy as you wish. You can go with a disciplined shield wall, you can flank with the cavalry, swarm with the archers, raining down arrows. It's all possible. No two battles are the same. And we'll go with number two, which is huge open world sandbox. One of the main reasons people keep coming back to Bannerlord is the freedom that it gives you. The world is absolutely massive and it's entirely up to you what kind of story you want to live. Do you want to be a ruthless warlord carving out your own kingdom? Maybe a peaceful trader building up wealth through commerce, or mercenary selling your sword to the highest bidder? The choice is yours and the possibilities are endless. Each playthrough feels fresh because you can always take a different path. One game you might focus on being a master tactician leading armies, while the next you might just wander the world as a lone adventurer looking for trouble. Number 3. Deep character customization and build variety. One of the most addictive parts of Bannerlord is developing your character. The game offers a detailed skill tree that lets you specialize in exactly what you want. Whether you aim to become an unstoppable warrior, a legendary archer, a charismatic leader, you have full control over how your character evolves. But it's not just about combat, you can also dive into trades, engineering, and many more. For example, you could focus on being the best blacksmith in the land, forging legendary weapons and selling them for a fortune. Or maybe you are more interested in mastering the art of speechcraft, negotiation. The level of customization is deep enough that you'll always find new ways to build your character, keeping each playthrough fresh and exciting. Number 4. Dynamic kingdom building, and I love this one. This feature is an absolute game changer. You can go from being a lowly mercenary to having your own kingdom. Once you build enough power, you can start recruiting lords to your cause, conquer castles, expand territory across Calradia. Kingdom management adds another layer of strategy. You'll need to keep your vassals happy, manage resources, and defend your borders against rival factions. This sense of progression as you rise from small-time adventurer to a ruler of your own empire is extremely satisfying. Number 5. Rich modding community. Now, Bannerlord's modding community is absolutely thriving. If you ever get bored on the base vanilla game, there are tons of mods out there to breathe new life into the game. You can change everything from units you recruit to the war map itself. Ever wanted to lead a Spartan army or fight the Roman Empire? There's a mod for that as well. How about taking part in a Game of Thrones style campaign where you can fight for the Iron Throne? These mods have got you covered. And it's not just about adding new content. There are also mods that tweak gameplay, mechanics, improve graphics, and enhance quality of playthrough. Possibilities are practically endless, and the active community keeps pumping out new content regularly. One downside is that most of these mods are PC players, so console players, I'm truly sorry for you. Number 6. Persistent Evolving World. One of the things that really makes Bannerlord feel alive is how the world evolves around you. Factions wage war, castles change hands, and the world feels like it's moving with or without you. You'll often find yourself reacting to events outside your control. Maybe a neighboring faction suddenly declared war on you. The world is dynamic and constantly changing, making it feel like you're part of a living, breathing world. This keeps the game interesting even after hundreds of hours. Number 7. Diverse troop options and cultural variety. One of the cool aspects of the game is the variety of troops you can recruit. Each faction in Bannerlord has its its own unique culture and units. For instance, if you are into Viking style warriors, the sturgeons are for you. They're all about strong infantry and shield walls. If you prefer mobility and archery, you might lean towards the Crusaders, who specialize in horse archers. There are crossbowmen, elite cavalry, and even specialized units like heavy cataphracts and deadly longbowmen. You can mix and match units from different cultures and create your own army. Number 8. Multiplayer mode. While I don't dive into multiplayer all that often, mainly because I'm more of a solo player, it's definitely worth mentioning. Bannerlord's multiplayer lets you take part in huge battles with hundreds of other players. Whether it's an open field skirmishes or full-blown castle sieges, the chaos and intensity of these battles are on a whole other level when you're facing real opponents instead of just the AI. You can join factions, compete in tournaments. The multiplayer scene can be incredibly fun and offers a completely different experience from the single player campaign. If you're someone who thrives in competitive environments or just enjoys multiplayer mode of large-scale online battles, there's a lot to love here. Alright, and these were my reasons why I believe that Mount & Blade 2 is worth buying. Now, probably I missed a lot of things, but these are just my main 8 reasons, so let me know what other things would you like to see into the game, or why do you think this game is worth playing? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video for the algorithm. Thank you. I'll see you in the next Mount & Blade 2 episode. Stay strong.